let me quickly outline for you the major benefits of having your own big blog, podcast, or YouTube show.
This video is brought to you by Oppie Pies Academy.
Of course, the first benefit is, of course, more traffic, more awareness, and with that, better branding for you, right? So the better branding is really important because it's an element that gives you more trust, more likability, more people who regularly consume your content, and that whole concept of regular consumption, that's building fans. That's people who appreciate your business more than just regular people, right? And those are the people who would likely to buy your things, right? Anything you promote, right? So first is the branding and awareness. That gives you the trust, the authority. Once you have the trust and the authority, when you promote anything, let's say you launched a book, you launched an online course, you launched some other product, whatever you did, then boom, when you send that out to your list, not only is there a lot of them, right? You've got a lot of the awareness. Not only is there a lot of people consuming your blog, podcast, or YouTube show, but in those many people, there's a subset of them who are like super fans, right? You know, the top 10%. So they are much more likely to buy from you. Those are the guys who will respond well to anything you're promoting. And of course, you can build many of your other marketing channels by funneling your blog, podcast, or YouTube content consumers to whatever else you are promoting, maybe like your email list or something else. But there's really another thing that really will help you, and that's when you have a big promotional channel, whether it's a blog or a podcast or YouTube show, any of them. As long as it's big, other people in your industry, they are going to start to want to network with you. Okay, so you can start having more favors. You need some favors, they need some favors, right? And it will give rise to, cross-promotion opportunities, things like that. So those are the major benefits of having a big show, in any kind of format, but generally blog, podcast, or YouTube. And one more thing, when you do have a big show, think about one other thing that happens. Let's say you offer some product, right? You wrote some book. Anyone can write a sort of similar book. Anyone can copy your product, right? So at some point, there's not enough differentiation, right? But what becomes the differentiation? It's your show. Your show, that is what is going to get you to stand out. You can share it on all sorts of social media. You can really make your show a talked about eventually. Not right away, but eventually you can make your show a talked about thing, shared thing. You can, have fans of your show even meet up. Like, let's say you're visiting some city, you can, hey, people in that city, let's have a meetup, right? So you can build somewhat of a community even. So on this concept of like, you're not just a business, you're actually, a show is part of your business. And so it's a fantastic differentiator on the web, because the web is so cluttered with Me Too's. There are so many Me Too's. 1 million health experts, 1 million business experts, 1 million marketing experts, right? First, how do you know they're experts? Well, some of them have a show. You can get to see what their stuff is like. But also, sometimes you just, you don't until you try them. So the show really gives people a nice glimpse into what they would get in your premium product, which is your main business that you're trying to promote. So it's really synergistic. So those are the fantastic benefits that you can get from a blog, a podcast, a YouTube, and you know what? I'll even throw in there event series, because event series can also function in very similar ways. But for now, let's stick there. Let's stick with blog, podcasts, and YouTube.